asa soma udoma hotefo ebenya de akwakodi ho anase edin ene wo nanso eni ho ehye nipa da sani ebetu akwiem ene onyankropon akwatena democracy eyema bibifo anase enyema yen kwasi broni tim popa ene sentia wode vaccination eba abibiman mu na family plan so mpo no ehye ben ana kwasi broni hye ye ewodi krom entia wode etoa yen eba ne sen ana gay ati atese ewo wiase afana nyinara ene we se illuminati ene we se freemason ene we se sumwe mu ni nyinara ahyase firi he no broni tim po a wode sanyema we nyinara eba no de atoa bibiman mu ene sen we entram so hwe wake up Africa kwasieda we ni kwasieda bia awia dumienu ekopem awia no mienu live on Royal TV eye adwumadi a ofa poku danko ye executive director edema free the mind movement ene ofa Israel Nkroma a eye coordinator edema free the mind movement no
ebeka me Kofi Kumi ho
na yesim konya na madi dwumadi ho chiame na ensem bia ti se no ye gina twa kronkron so abakosem ene ntwere ahodo so na ede mo hunu ba bia obibini ufiri ene mu a edro ene soma wo sombo na mabrofo sisi a che ebra so se call together twele kaye no etumi bam ne no ana hyase o free the mind movement dwumadi e fese wake up Africa dwumadi so praso se ye fa dwumadi live on Royal TV so kwasieda we ni kwasieda bia awia dumienu kopim no mienu na ya jo so adwenche na wasemmisa ye ano edi amount wake up Africa abibiman moma yen sorry.
Hey yeah, one business general Abatown Eyeniko multimedia so pay video editing, photo shoot, photo editing, documentary, business advert, music video, funeral program, birthday parties, onua uni haukra. Esan say Niko multimedia ebeye ni nyina. Na so yen yo so we your wedding papa bi Niko multimedia si en ha ho kra o me cover ni nyina ma. So we are sorry anaso say we edwumakuo bi a opese u streaming live o program aye social media handles na aye Twitter, Facebook and the keka ho na Niko multimedia si woni how esan so mo ye ni nyina live abra program na ekoso Niko multimedia si omotonton gadget aye media gadget papa ebini aye audio and video equipment, cameras, speakers, microphones, mixers ni nyina Niko multimedia aye ho adwuma Niko multimedia ewo koforidia eho ana motare betimi afrend Niko multimedia ewo 0244 549107 aye Niko multimedia the media general our town. Thank you.
Ya sabri se wani guso a o hwe dwumadi a yato di Wake Up Africa ye o hwe no Royal Television fidie so na wo so mfo Kofi Kumi me na matanse magimagwa na wonim se kwasi da bia du na megimagwa se ya eye me ne mpanyifo ebi ena ye tena sisi nkonwa na dwumadi ye de somwo eye wo fa ya opoku dankwa a o ye executive director edema eku FN Free the Mind movement ode ne ba Israel Nkroma a ono so ye national coordinator edema eku FN Free the Mind movement me no kasa mpanyifo yi abeka mensa wa ha ye sinkonwa dwumadi ye de ba besom den so na ena eye 26 February 26 January eye bosomi a edikan ewo afe eye 2025 ni mu no aha ena ye ne da toso aduonu ensia na yatena se dwumadi no onim dada eye dwumadi a ofatena se no na oka ho asema a wose abibiman ebere aso se bere a yedu no obisa se ebere aso se abibiman ye befa yentom epafura na wiase no oburoni de no atwam na afa before yafa ewiase no abedi yensa na afa yedi wiase ne so na no ana ofa agye mmere akyekere nsemu na aye last week na wotwe ne ene ofa tena ase no ne mpompo so a no wadu ni ye buroni kwan a buroni fa so a obegye Europe efaye na ofa biebie de ofa de otena ase saa na ense okobama no wura bama no so saa ensem no or the videos na pictures title na kesa history or the wura babia chorosem na babia na or the man left and right na no na last week no ofa edi wura mu no o ma ye hu kwan ye nam so a buroni pie wiase no baby omo fia ode nam a omo de be wura mu wo Western Europe enne omo fa so gi Roman fo nsa ase nyina wo Western Europe enne ama enne omo na Western Europe no enne Europe men kanesa Europe man ni mu nyina no omafa ene omo no mu di hene last week of am yehu kwan omo fa so a ene Europe nyina ye omo de a ene de Europe a uhu bibini bia nemum kwasi broni enko a Israel enso so ba mu ema obibiebie so ma yehu abrofo omo suban ni nyina no fa hyase da omo suban se barbarians ye ka barbarians a of amani daddy se omo ka se barbarians a asekere na kese obi a oye tutuafo ono no nsamone nsenhunu basabasaye kire se oye niema ensem fata kwam aha eno na ono broni na eto din se barbarians na no of Israel enso so ba mu a obekire ya ye call Bible mu ma yehu kirosem a kese eda adi ma yehu se onyame oni broni anante na mu ma before eno ne om enante ye na esan se omo ye nnome na omo suban ne niema na omo ye nyame achi wade kura of Israel eda eno so edi ema yehu ye we ne niema last week empanyifo yi eda na di na enenso empanyifo atena si minim se ensem no omo atena si na bama no so omo awura ho no ensem no bede omo de besomo afe ansa na yebe toaso no yebe je nkabo kakra na afe dwumadie no yaba na yabetoa so nkabo edikan no eye business seminar eye free the mind empanyifo national council edi dwumadie bi agukwan mu a omudi chin the whole Ghana enti we free the mind ni a chese eye dwumadie kese a omo yama free the mind nyina na nya free the mind ni nko a sempo we free the mind ni a oye efie o de oye free the mind ni a wo fie a yeto yensa frew se dwumadie sei no fa ho be hyem bi na bra na wo so benya eso echefa na we de yedu kumase na yedui na we no anya business seminar kwa kumase mumwabwam ho eye business seminar and fundraising sada no yebegi sika isan se wonim se ene asetremu ade ye nyina mu no eye sika ene yede bobra sika ena bibibia no obeya sika uni sika yese anointing without money is annoyance aha uni sika even o cancer mpakura na o nyansa kura wanhwe ya o nyansa no obi di sika bebo atoagu enu nti no sika eye niema bebre aha o nyansa na wonim dia se utimi yiro ho di nyansa ne pesika na de title ama bebi a obewura bia no pia wadimu enu nti kumase yeba gisika fundraising baso aha enti ya business seminar stroke fundraising enu nti kumase ene ne important oboase nkura aka konongo nyina yetu yensa frɛ obi biara ekɔ bron hafo numu nyina sehwi numu nyina yetu yensa frɛ obi biara sɛ wa utie yen no bomoden na business seminar tu anamona bra ene yeka business seminar obi a nani bre adwuma nani abre pese o establish ne ho na otumi bobra konkan yeka business seminar na sɛ wote ase nkwa onim na de ban ene business seminar obekɔ a esika kese na obetua because obi akọ business seminar bi akọ register koye registration aha we de ye de ma free sebra na won so beji santete ye san nimdie bi na won so timi fa akọbọ wadwuma ho bra na won so ko wanim e wa brabom we ye ya ma free the mind ene adofo a ewo kumase ne importam nyina enu nti obi biara momoden na sada no eye 1st February ya 1st February me say next week memenda ewo yanim ya aha memenda ewo yanim ya no ena sa dwumadie no ekoso ewo kumase asem school ehwa ena dwumadie ebekoso asem school hwa eho ena dwumadie ebekoso anopa sharp 10 am pepe na dwumadie ahyase den no oba obehu mpanyifo te se ozo Mr Eric chartered accountant pa ha papa bi na omu gina ho na omo lecture mo with projection projector pa na omo kyerɛkyerɛ mo business seminar kwan ya obefa so do wadwuma usikasam be hyehye no customer care ni nyina we pie mu ho a enya sam ketwa opanyi Israel tato edikonom empanyifo pagata no mu gina kyire wade nom enya sam ketwa aha national council members nyina no edi akyire babia sada no enye fedi agrokra eno nti kumase monhwom na dwumadie enye krabehwe ope emu nkyeremu bia number obefre no eye 020 531 4000 020 531 4000 we ni number opusu a ensembisa bia ne akwankyere bia a wopese wuhu amadwumadi wetimi abepia ase bi no mepacho opusu sa number ya onsa ebetumi aka akwankyere bia anase bibia ohwehwe sanso na Zion Ladies annual conference say yearly conference no Zion Ladies mame ya santoa sana me frɛ no ma ya santoa ɔno no empanyifo emema nyina etiti gu no ɔwoso ne ho a na wagina pintin brane ɔyɛkofo pa enya asɛm ketwa ɔne ne ɔba panyi a Freedom Mind movement mu emakuo ni nyina no ɔno ɔyɛ nanu ni a odi anim na ɔno ne na ne dom ne council ɛna de saa dwumadi ɔmo yɛ na fie bia ɛna fie we nsuso de no adu so na enu nti ɔmo se memfa nkaebo we ɛmmɔ ɛman nyina ɛwɔ Freedom Mind mu na monhwɛ na adɔfo a ɛka ho bia ɛsɛ dwumadi ɔmo so ɔmo tim be pia ase no monhwɛ na montom nsa ɛmfa mfrɛ ɔmo esan sɛ ɔmo so ɔmo de no 3 days dwumadi nansa dwumadi ɛbɛhyɛ ase on the 6th to on the 8th March on the 6th to on the 8th March ɛhyɛ ase yawada fiada meminda na meminda ne de opemu nankasa Professor Emeritus ofaya opoku dankwa ono no ba be kran no dwumadie ni nyina eno nti enye akuku damfo akese pa enso na ba be pie dwumadie na se opare eno mo wo hobia omo nyina no obepie ehɔ a eba habanma ye de sayare pa dia ye wakuku damfo pa ni nyina no ebepie mu dwumadie na se saa nso na business seminar yi ebepie mu ho amema no mobenya mo chefa sania mobeye ahyehye munyuma na munyuma no maltimi ahyehye ne yie na musikasem ahyehye yie na mutimi dia tai mukunu machi ama mukunu magina brane esanse yesi bema bia no behind every successful man there is a woman, not just a woman but a virtuous woman enubi na oba Freedom Mind mu a obenya Mama Africa di manimi di ono oye virtuous woman esanse ni wura ankasa be di ne ho adanse say yes oyo bamu obosita Pentecost for omoka omo se yebo yesita had so so ene yete na baby adwumade ne eba so no Cape Coast Duakro Community Center Cape Coast Duakro Community Center ho ene adwumade ebeba so ebia na openkyeremu bi pensem bisa bia ane frɛ number we pusisa number we a enkyeremu bia ne nsambisa bia opɛ no onsabeka 0249 78 2335 0249 78 2335 and I say 0249 647748 0249 647748 for number we na enchiremu ene bibibia ewo ho no wonso wonsa enka ebi Freedom Mind leadership school no ene esase leadership school Freedom Mind ye leadership school no afi esase we aya Freedom Mind leadership ena ofa ankasa ejina na ntetiya ode mayen no ye cooperate kakra na fidi ya sign a resume na we de ye de tuomu akosa enti we ya Freedom Mind ni now ye leadership organizer we ye friend say rep anase we ye secretary pacho unyi hu emfisa adwumadie mu enti secretaries organizers ena ye reps nyina no mo hye ne so emayen okuta mpanyindie bia e wo Freedom Mind mu a saa dwumadie oka ho bi babi biara wo e wo Ghana mantamu no oka ho bi untimi enyi hu fi uyi hu fi mu a enye yie ene ntimo modern na be pie mu e wo saa dwumadie ase na saa dwumadie eye on the 8th February ena saa dwumadie we e be sha ase na eye Kaokudi Cultural Center e wo 37 hospital na chi ho baby a eya udu basketball for mbom basketball no ehwa enti udu udu 37 na bisa say open cultural center youth cultural center obedu ha Freedom Mind obehu obeba no na ye wo ho eho ena dwumadie de hyehyehye so maka ne sa wie no pacho midija kakra na afi ma company fo no ho na mada omadi eye Israel consult onum say okwa odi biba na ene ne ode badwa manso eye quantum spectacle na spectacle we ni dwumadi a edi ene se eniwa yare o eniwa hawa spectacle we ebedi wasem edi amount apart from glaucoma de mpacho sa niwa ahweniwa yi entumi en sasa yare no apart from eno no yare bia ye ni wa yare bia no we ebedi wasema ma se bia wo obi akenkan ade na wani so ayetum kusukuku sa na me frɛ no wo obi a o da bia o te laptop anim o hwɛ tablet so o hwɛ phone so dwumadie nyina ɛyɛ saa nneɛma yi a we ɛbɛbɔ wani ho ban afisa de no ho wani wa ɛwɔ haw bia we ogi a ɛsan yɛ busua nkyɛn fa isan sɛ we ɛnyɛ ne yɛhwɛ ɛde kenkan ade yɛhyɛ sɛ ɛsɛ wani ni yare enti wo saa du ba bia obehu ɛsɛ wani ni yare wi a na wayi ato hɔ na wo nua bi ɔno so ana wo faase bi ana wo fa bi ana wo soa bi ɔno wo saa yare no na ɔno so afa de ahyɛ bi no ɔno so nya na yare sa ɛyɛ busua nkyɛn fa onsaka ebetumi asawo asabusua ni nyina yare number obetumi afrɛ na sɛ uhia saa de we bi a ɛyɛ 0244 ɛyɛ 888 910 0244 888 910 opusa number ya onsa ebetimi aka ahwe niwa ibi free the mind books no ebi ewa ha yewo book of Enoch yewo book of Jasher enso so ewa ha na the origin of the white people eno so ni nyina sa books ni nyina ewa ha bi we ene nwoma horo a ewo ha se wo frɛ sa number me bo ma wo na ni nyina onsa ebetumi aka bi maka ne sa wie na afei yenko empanyifo ne ho na afiyenda omadi na dwumadie no yemfa enhyehyehye so over pacho me mwakwa ba
ejo so kofi
from pacho me ba ila me mwakwa ba
ejo so
ojidi se bibia yeboko edo ba dia se
come
ahoden ni bibia
good
edo ba dia se edo ba dia se abe
kofi
aba mwakwa ba bio
ejo so
ojidi se ahoden ni bibia yeboko
bibia yeboko
yeda oba dia se last week odi ewura mu eda ema yehu kwan nam so a kwesi kokko obeje eye Roman Empire ansase a no mo Europe ni nyina obie so e kire yen ma o kire yen nkofo bi o mo pagya o mu a no mo ho dendenden a eno nti o mo bowura Roma o mo bofa wura eye kwesi kokko so na kwesi kokko hu wo mo no ayam hyehye ene ehu no na sese opre wura Europe no eye honom na fe oni Roman fo no de bo ani hwɛ sɛ obetimi atentam wom aginsase na mpa eno no nam so fa so a odi ni Roman for betinta odi jeans asin last week oda we nyina di e kire yen menim se abusua no aye krado isan se omo nim se enne kwasi ne du kwase da se na nondu no mienu bose ya premoto a enye fediagro ewo sa fidie we so omo aye krado eno nti no me da dwumade no nyina de ama na fe papa
yo go fi me da se
me so me da se
ye di kan ye becha ahfo nyina
ahfo eje wo so
na me wo message so nko kase aseda message
okay
me dey ma Zion Ladies Leadership.
Oh, okay.
Hey. And I'm back as a debut masun.
Okay.
And into the back class.
Oh, okay. And do I mean more class? Okay.
Niso.
Okay.
Nije.
Okay.
And from Africa, only other members of the leadership. No. Asida.
Okay.
Medasi ne. Adasi ochina. Adasi ochinechi adasi afebo
I guess papa okay I see
maka ni say wie no ko fi u be kai a last week me can say ye de abofuro de ni ba bisi na fe be before so akwantu bi by migration bi by that abofuro de from ancient times of the Omaba bedru modern Europeans. Sounds na before near West Africa. If I can ham near money na you generalize it baby before war on the ham.
Okay.
Na say for. But no specifically no. Ye baba be can about West Africans.
Okay.
West Africans hwanum.
Okay.
And abahodum.
Okay.
Now before Bible no near kind Luke 23 verses 27 to 31.
Okay.
Luke 23 verses 27 to 31.
Over Luke 23. Okay, verse 27
to 31.
Okay. Luke chapter 23, verse 27 to 31. Okay, here we go. I'll say, and there followed him a great company of people and of women, which also bewailed and lamented him, But Jesus turning unto them said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For behold, the days are coming, in the which they shall say, Blessed are the barren, and the wombs that never bare, and the paps which never gave suck. Then shall they begin to say to the mountains, Fall on us, and to the hills, cover us. 31. For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry? 31 now. Okay. And then
Yeshua ministry no starting ya no kasa. We emra Pharisees, Sadducees, scribes in a Passover plot. Ede charge born say o kan busisem. Na nensama o kan no etia establishment. Nti emfa ne nko yenko try no. Na yema judgment. Nti na process na start. If you no buy no, we be say dey na oye. Oba no say ni mission ni say oba Emma the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Eno ni mission. Nti oba no obehu ni nkofo no. Abe hu omo so omo ye Israel fo, so omo ye Romans, so omo ye Greeks so. What to heritage ni nyina to atwere. Ena yenhu how to identify them. Na no ni na adwuma o de buy. Sounds on up Pharisees, Sadducees, scribes. Roman for na yi wo almost say. Mo so mo fa maso money ento na mo make sure say enokura de nokura nso de Israel ma mo munya bida. Ento owura nso buy ya o start say Oka and some prophecy in some and a Moses Mray was a man new life. No catching coffee, send your back candle or big nanny or motinia who say, Hey, say what I dear can see we will hold a year near fees one mere whole tree. Ain't you know? Oh, yes, I know. That is a Pharisee way or Matiqua pie. Say, open say, my boy, Anna. Open say, you lose one. And you do beco. And to no way, no. The Alcan can baby. You didn't feel penny way ho. You didn't go penny way ho. It's your honor and my use whom you have moves are branting a dear bed pan why ya. After you do so do soon say. And your honor, oh, radio be my almost satisfied musu. No, Yaku could do. I can't say, oh. Pamusu mami, medium ba se mi ba be ye, yo sma mi na dwuma. Na no kra mbonu akatwa de mami. Na mo, onkai hunu se. Ana mo imagine se, emre bi beba. Se mo ankasa mo sori tia. Roma. He, ade efe be mutai. Ebe chen mi die. Enzamu osun bi a. Mo ntwen na sa amre no du a. Mosu. It say, oh no, movie. No, I'm fat to if you are monocrat to me, it me. Let you are a woodada. Me, I'm a buy ya, a Jumaka and bear man sorry and tia authority. But the Amico could be. And a Mukriana, if you know, crucify him. They say, and then Modernizing. Now, some more cotia to answer. Money room, a cotton tabwa. At the end of the chapel, Roman soldiers never baby you butu. Na mama any be huna mane into move soon be a mama or father and draw. As a walker, I bem 66 AD. Anna Israel for theatre, ewo Rome too. Into AD 70, Anna Roman soldiers. They know down on General Titus. One baby lay siege. That's one baby yere Jerusalem entrance. No, some because I know Passover. Passover should draw all male sons of Israel by Jerusalem. And the nipa by Jerusalem and must say be and one by two baby. Any panko, any pama. Siege no last day 4 months, 3 weeks, 4 days from 14th April to 8th September 70 AD. Nti waahwe yare ahodo e bae enipa ewu sem bae eni ne keka ho eni na ojo hu ba bia ani enti no enumu ansana tatos no mu bawura Jerusalem di eja ekotu city aholo obo she temple no so kan okay sai ne manyina enti na che sai Israel for akamu no na se musum pe ba bi fa enti sabe na aka hwanum Judah any Benjamin so be kaya Solomon wu achi no Israel mu be chemienu 10 tribes to the north and a car Benjamin ni Judah obo na wo Jerusalem enti butu nso ba na so omo nso etufa and it say ja wo mu fi ho nti wo mu fi ho do for 1,500 years wo mu so nenam saa omu bewura Africa main continent let's just say wo mu nam ho enti ya na binu ka say West Africa for free Egypt we be be pie ho it's now 1,500 years there na just say enya dia ye tu ye ko no say ye kwa se ye ko dabi enti me masa ne mo be ba say ye duru hakakra ni atoa so ho ye first picture na me fa enka asem
yo answer the be your first picture no ye be sere say mo WhatsApp messages no mo fambra number na mo de be ba no enegu so no na ye pamcho mo nko yen platform no social media platform no YouTube and Facebook o hwehwe Wake Up Africa GH onsa ebeka na mo subscribe informa ye hu hia pa wo na wo hwa subscribe na o de oba doma no so kinkren na chese wa hyase na wo hwese ne be ya time bia ye be jai video na bibia tum wo ho no na chese wo no wanya notification no na dada no akoso etimi ahwe programming your first picture na ye hwe no abodi eda so no the migration of the African Hebrew Israelites if acho munja sa picture no enfanto so informa ye na map mienu Africa map okay map na we left no okay eno na actual roots na o mo fa ya o do be pie bebia arus no West Africa okay enti no na chese first time na wutia babu bufo wo kan babu a wudum so o do me separate no o mu tufum efi honum e bai ewie no o me pie fi West Africa okay na wo de se wo ho a bia na o ye David asini bia na o ye enso wini munti no where you are going free ho na chese ofa 12 tribe no be migrated the bar do no migrated the bar West Africa Judah ni Benjamin na aka ho okay enti titles no be ye butu no that's what mo so free ho and wo mo ba into mainland Africa okay and wo ba be settle here na dia dewu any say West Africa baby on by so na bakoso mi ehun say 3 very significant empires okay if you hold Ghana, Mali and Songhai empires okay yeah
the Ghana empire no omo mufi Israel sa time no omo ne babe die empire na no
okay
nti omo ba ya mbe bia no let's just say womo aba establish kingship no
okay
any ne ke kan na aba kan book way from
Babylon to Timbuktu oh okay
o ba kan
okay original book na nka said okay okay
o be kan 1991 page
okay
okay
yo where book are you cram me here from Babylon to Timbuktu me say feed the mind for the book you ba omonim you kan page 91 90 to 91 pages no na I say, by what factors can we explain the emergence of black Hebrew hegemony and leadership over the indigenous tribes? The answer is simple. The Jews came into the Western Sudan from northern and eastern Africa as a result of a chain of commercial and persecutory migrations. The Jews had settled among the most civilized people throughout the ages. They adopted new methods from other people and left their material, educational, and moral imprints among the people with whom they resided. For many centuries, the Hebrews had to employ great physical and psychological initiatives. They could not afford to be complacent or apathetic. They were hated. So apathy could mean cultural stagnation or death. The Jews imported into the western part of Africa a superior material, educational, and moral culture soon after 300 AD. And this cultural advancement was not duplicated or exceeded until the ascendancy of the Muhammadan leader Mansa Kankan Musa of Mali in 1312 AD. In the 3rd and 4th century AD, the Africans on the west coast did not possess the cultural superiority of the Africans on the north and east coast. The black Jews had an advantage over the African tribes. They carried their culture, history, laws, and written records with them. This assured them a constant precedent for the development of a higher social organization. Because of the stability of the black Jewish culture, the Jews were not absorbed into the autochthonous population. In fact, the Jews absorbed some of the native tribes. The Jews made use of every opportunity. They were an industrious and skillful people. In the Jewish Ghanaian states were found kings, princes, governors, generals, secretaries, treasurers, revenue, agents, judges, architects, engineers, doctors, historians, language interpreters, mathematicians, jewelers, sculptors, masons, carpenters, painters of art, goldsmiths, leather workers, porters, armorers, saddlers, blacksmiths, agriculturists, etc. The black Hebrew king of Ghana had two titles: Kayamaga, Master of Gold, and Ghana, War Chief. Professor Godbey says that 22 Hebrew kings reigned in Ghana before the Hegira in 622 AD, and 44 had reigned by 790 AD. Davidson makes mention of the Tariq el-Fatek, History of the Researcher, which says that Kumbi had been the capital of the vast country of the Kayamaga, while the Tariq el-Sudan states that Kayamaga had been the name of the first king of this country. It is apparent that all the kings of Ghana were called by the title Kayamaga. And concerning Kumbi, the ancient capital of Ghana, it was located in the southern part of the present country of Mali. During the Middle Ages, the name Ghana was not used to designate the country. The name of this country was Olka, and Ghana was just the title of its kings. Having recognizance of this fact indicates the greatness and splendor of those kings, because after the decline of the Tsar dynasty, men began to call this country after the title of its kings, which is Ghana, and I shall do the same. Okay.
Wakanina enti me samu apuno Romans ya be butu Jerusalem ama ye nananom ye papa nom ye wofanom ye nuama ye aunties omutu fum for 1500 years and omo ye wondrous ebiba Central Africa ebi ko East Africa na dodo no
majority no
eneba West Africa. Every first video na just some seconds.
The video no ye hwe no AD 70. Sa video na ye kado munja fangu mayen. AD 70.
The African Israelites' claim to the right of return is that as a tribe of Judah, they fled ancient Israel into Africa after the Roman conquest of Jerusalem in 70 AD and reached as far as West Africa.
You find tribes who trace their descendants to this part of the world and to this land in particular. And so those of us who are on the west coast of Africa were taken into the Americas during the Great Slave.
The African Israelites' claim to the right of return is that as a tribe of Judah, they fled ancient Israel into Africa after the Roman conquest of
Wake Up Africa. Royal Television so na video I share ye di dance kire yen say Jerusalem enkrofo na wo ho no ebiri bi du ye AD 70 bibi putuputu bi wura ho Roman for empire no bo wura ho di putuputu bi efa omsoma omantimi antena wontie no ntiema omusane eba West Africa eno any video I hwehwe no ofa
na the second video no so ka about Ghana empire na the okin kan ye no
okay
and I have born so far monthly issue here ka any adolescent girls the menstruation and as a period and as a menses na eba emra so na okin kan ma e no over there say setting apart 7 days because of unclean. It is a converse idea. They are restricting the movement and in activities. They said yes, or by for don't mean where the animal because say separate for 7 days. Don't mean because the animal and Eddie, you to your saba, or baby, it's Yamra. So, and now if the very near Pia, near Bria, now call her, and then you have the Biaukuni, where you speak. I say to be truthful with yourself. Not to me who say, no, Sati, because you're true when you say enemy and I say enemy. And do now be truthful with yourself. That's a you dim the answer, what you read this. And now say, yen nkwasa say e wo twenu mu no ama the issue of menstruation ya mani din boni ani amma no enema emfata na dia behemu dia eba ni say ema won kitua 7 na dia menti ase kwa ni say wo wa mo si ya go bra yehu za ba akora na timi etinya we are to no dia let us say we do adulthood we are go ne bia ni akoye enti ni nyina ni ya ni ehun say turo no ya kan bibisa na enti no ifisa ada no ko no enti ni kan bibi nche nkwala no we mo enti ni hu no mo na wo mo so say ade we na nya dream temple so say no ebedi machi busumi bia no at least na experience bibi etisa no mo no ya mano negative and you know taboo and you know be I can once na spectator na the mouth in fact you go your first picture
okay Your first picture no about that's here. The Spectator, 26 August 2000. The pain, shame of menstruation, a reason for girls' school dropout. What was that picture no to so informal?
Ena the part 2 I mean the next one now the car who be kakra na me. It's the second picture.
The second picture no The Spectator, 2nd September 2000. The pain, shame of menstruation, a reason for girls' school dropout. Part 2. Mubasa second one no and to so formal.
Yeah, that's no what kind baby I'm marking.
But you are to so my India baby I am marking no and a year king kind no. World of women and children. Where the pain, shame of menstruation. Also, the research covered the northern, western, eastern, and Volta regions of Ghana, and the reactions that came forth were equally varied, ranging from a heaving relief of unthinkable outrage at them who dared to publicly talk about menstruation. An old man in Sodakope said, if menstruation was private and is now being made public, tradition would be destroyed. Another old man in Bichim did not put it madly. He expressed thorough disgust with the public discussing of menstruation, proclaiming it a disgrace. Also, another Fawe researcher gave
Fawe Federation of African Women in Education.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Research.
Okay. So another Fawe research gave an account of a hostile reception to the topic when an elderly man she approached on the topic retorted, you don't respect, huh? Okay, you're jumping about the next you're marking at Damango, a female teacher who was not a native of the soil led a delegation to a Damba of chiefs, a Deba of chiefs, and people, and her attempt to greet by a handshake was declined and ignored. Overwhelmed with shame at what was going on, she had to find out for herself that women were not permitted to shake chief, since the chief could not tell whether a woman was in her period or not. It is a taboo for the chief to touch such a woman, as this could be harmful or diminish his spiritual powers. Okay, offer back.
The working kind that is any kind of scripture no. Say Obako Satibiano Mua, you're setting apart for 7 days. We are restricting activities. Equasia, that's a riverside, may go mean you are on the to mean Kubi. So a quack was saying, because of all the more, when the uncleanliness, no, a quack in you. Sounds no fear into me no be animal because as I said, we stay away from the normal activities. And the other and penny for Kai. And then you I better be a 3 months. And we are material, some year material, na yabuga, na achiacha bemua. Something to many a film in meeting here. Be our pa a brahunge, only be a meet me at Chiano. As well as Catesia with Jan and now so they are into the bar meeting in a bono. Let us say, also I call babe. You so say I have been paying for the no, and my man alone will be animal because of Sam and my winner. Now, so no, we be anti me and who can say. sɛ ɛwɔ turo no ɛna aba ɛna ɛmaa nso ɛmpɛ no kura sɛ ɔbɛda no aduane mpɛ sɛ obiara bɛhu koraa sɛ bi a mekɔ saa te bia no ɛnti imagine sɛ ɛwia bi to wo junction so baabi a wote biara junction ɔtɔn dɔkoro ne nkyenam 30 days 31 days baabi a ɔhɔ no mɔ nti ɔde ɔmu ni nsa
asɛm wei
ɛnti ɛnɛ twerɛ a meahu sɛ sɛ sei na teɛ deɛ a woba abɛkenkan tete no sɛnea na wɔn mu no nso ehu no na
sɛ wei na kɛsɛ ɛyɛ national issue
sɛnea yɛka Israel fo yɛ identify wɔn mu ɛna akɔba sɛ yɛde asɛm wei nso abam sɛ ɔbaa bu ne nsa a Israel amammerɛ kɔ ho asɛm ne yɛka nti sɛ wobu wo nsa a ɛsɛ separate 7 days ɛne sei ne deɛ Israel identity nti na mede kasa na nyɛ sɛ yɛ special class bi nam de aba yɛde kyerɛ nti ne wobɛkan Bishop Sapon book yi mu ɛna weefiri ɛna wobɛ akyiri ha nso a wobɛkan wei pɛ na afei wagyae na matoa so
okay yo but book here dama Hebrews in West Africa. Okay, I say as in many other simple societies, there exists in Ashanti many interesting restrictions and taboos on women who are observing their menstrual periods because they are considered to be unclean. Such women may not cook their husbands or any other adult male's food, nor eat food cooked in a dwelling house for a man. Not long ago, a menstruating woman stayed in a hut behind her husband's house, and this practice gave rise to the expression call efichire, to go behind the house, which even now is used to euphemistically to mean to menstruate. In the olden days, if a woman had entered the ancestral storehouse during her monthly period, she would have been killed instantly. That is Reverend Dr. Peter Sapon, Girls' Nobility Rights in Ashanti Party.
And Bishop Kosi Sapon Buku, and no true. Strangely enough, you know, when me am here who say, when social some are can cry, say a Bible.
And then offer the other who say a Bible.
These
French areas, Kurutia, were of importance. Here were built the huts occupied by menstruating women. Menstruation was the center of a complex of beliefs and prohibitions. It was hot and dangerous, and menstruating women were confined to certain locations and excluded from many activities. Menstruation was a prohibition, a chiwadie, to gauze and black stools, and even to some fetishes, a sumai, and medicines, a drug. It is said that if a menstruating woman entered the storeroom, she was slain for her state. She was slain for her state would drive away the spirits, sum of the ancestors. Okay, I say the restrictions and taboos on an unclean woman are many and interesting. She may not cook her husband's or any adult male's food, but may cook the food for herself, for her own sex, or for children of either sex, but may not herself eat food cooked in any dwelling house for any man. In the olden days, if a woman entered the ancestral storehouse, where the blanking stools are kept, during her monthly period, she would have been killed instantly. If this were not done, the ghosts of his ancestors would strangle the reigning chiefs the reigning chief. She may not swear an oath, nor may an oath be sworn against her. She may not cross certain sacred rivers like the Tano, even should she become unwell when away from her home for the day. She may not return home across the river till 6 days have elapsed.
That's it. And then say, and to send a scripture and a car. When you are the young dear, and a career say unilateral. And career say, a wife won't have any day, and I say, sit up for a day. Into the combat, I like who say, I'm not really saying it, you know. And I call you, say, I'm not money radio, then if you are by your discrimination against a man and a woman, take on. In any case, I can count it at the end. Fast forward, and in the era of zero modernity, about urban life, and you know, how are we now going to observe? And who say, sir, training, and your bar, not this one, and I'll be Germano, Titu say, one warrior, and I know I said, yeah, and a shared responsibility, and I will. When I'm betting you, there's so cut to be a more. And they met me, I say it here, can say, and Pakwa, you meant to me, Lasso. Ain't me the same thing, a bit this year, only major and Panama, because best to cry if you are in our busy. It will be a dasso. The back of the come bed, you know, my work. How many days? 7 days. Amicable settlements, VTT, say, and I said, me, I'm more transit, Namuditum, Namotias, Namoye. Obama, who said, and says, oh, no, the animal. It is not playing about the beast of the animal, and I said, not an hour, we are going to Debbie. And yes, sir, and I say, Colonel. And in this era, no, a dear. Then in 2013, Germany-based NGO, the Foreign Worship United, one initiative, the BI friend said, Menstrual Hygiene Day. If you are saying you need about things, now let's celebrate Menstrual Hygiene Day. Now, no other serve as platform. I'm yet to be a bishia. Now, yet to be a voice out. Near how any money who a ma, any adolescent girls, and then now you acquire the first one. Only to me good menstrual health because you can Ghana acquire to Daniel cancer man. If that cause out to be any nuclear, told into my book, and I say a mere beer and hygienic. A chair and sound as if you did the sanitary pass, a bear more, and requires any boarding, you need taxi. You know, say, you know, yes, and what training, and Ghana wasn't religious. Your homes are being mania, and got treatment and the money. Can all out. And you, one way, I want the courses to say, every May 28th, the best celebrity. The crowd of us on a done in symbolic. Now, May, a 5th month of the year. Anna, Obabia. Menstrual cycle, the last 5 days. It is 5 days the ball lasted there. Anyway, you're in me. And at 28 days, the number 28, and also no. I quite to say, the first menstrual cycle, the menstrual cycle, no, averagely, no, every 28 days, in your menstruation. Until they are settled on May 28th every year. Say a do what the bay. I said almost share no. You know the media, social businesses, organizations, individuals. You know share now with one voice, you know. Until addresses our issues here. Only the other Bible, no. Again, we do say Scripture. Until 2024, and we are seeing now celebrating Menstrual Hygiene Day for the first time. nipa bihyiae wɔn kasae wɔn yɛ deɛ wɔn bɛyɛ nyinaa wɔn yi aseɛ na wɔn yɛ sɛ ne yɛbɛkyekyɛ sanitary parts na afei yɛ tufu na yɛayɛ na ɛde akɔ nti ɛkwan no bie nti 2024 bie no efi wɔ na Ghana women's groups ɛne NGOs ɛstate sɛ wɔn ka ho asɛm ne nyinaa no wɔn nyinaa koraa nim sɛ biribi sɛ ɛyɛ scripture mu. Let's hear the next picture.
Yo.
A series of the pictures in the
Okay. Next picture is the Hono Abodi Adasono Daily Graphic, 3rd June 2015. Do away with taboos surrounding menstruation. No pass a picture no into so many.
If you say, you say, taboo, taboo. Obian keke now by bibia o nyen hwehwemu na hu da bi fi but ya minus that and at the air can menstruation there taboo menstruation there negative thoughts in the ancient na yi inferior which I know
MCR from your chain picture no I'll say Daily Graphic 3rd June 2015. Do away with taboos surrounding menstruation. Okay, offer.
No. Next one.
Next one, no. Daily Graphic, 11 February 2016. Is menstruation a curse in Ghana? And we are questioning our Obisa. First of all, to so from my. Okay.
Next picture.
Next picture, no. And so as can say Daily Graphic, 7th March 2017. Why menstrual hygiene for girls at all? And the question on also will be some of us episode and for my okay. Next picture Daily Graphic 7th March 2017. Sorry, and you know. Daily Graphic 31st May 2017. Menstrual Hygiene Day celebration. Move us our picture no and so and for my
Next picture
here, Daily Graphic, 30th May 2024. Breaking the silence on menstruation. Mufasa picture no enter so my. Breaking the silence on menstruation. Okay, offer. Next picture no Daily Graphic, 3rd June 2024. Include boys in menstrual hygiene education. Dr. Senaya. Mufasa picture no enter so and for my.
We the can be kakra.
Okay. Okay. Yo. We include boys. We Daily Graphic 3rd June 2024. Include boys in menstrual hygiene education. Dr. Senaya. And can we? I say. A medical officer at the University of Ghana Medical Center, UGMC, Dr. Rejoice Senaya has called for the urgent need to include boys in menstrual hygiene education in order to enable them to understand the difficult changes their colleagues at school and sisters go through during menstruation. This, she said, would help to curtail the stigma adolescent girls experience in school, making them skip classes whenever they were in their period. Okay.
Next picture.
No. Daily Graphic, 4th June 2024. Let's openly address menstrual health issues. Samira Bawumia. Mufasa picture no and to so and for my okay.
Next one.
Okay. The next one no Daily Graphic, 12th June 2024. Menstruation not myth nor taboo. NGO for an air casa same way. Mufasa picture no and to so for my.
The none of the publications made mention say Bibi say were true and this address it from the right perspective. obiara so ya no kan de na NGOs nyina de no mo kan nyina equality say girl child na de ntina abuse abro no a no drop out from school nyina na discrimination you say demo kan nyina no yes abawom it say you go school de no enima no yi na de bre and I have been it never occurred to school authorities and other communities, who say, and my abuse with the when the back school. And I'm saying, Saturday, a dear much, and say to me, beer, on between us, some who tell dear, and to me, I never fit it in one, they are missing it. And the other NGOs will be aban kwa won't me community no when you tell when you say tibia we e bi ma school from college and I don't need see the be changing room baby that's here on between the assistant mu e no ba no ma ba school abibia say na say o mu ya o mu ba no e na abia ba ko so mu timi ya ni say we make people with ourselves. Say my goose at the end, with the assembly who may be who said, no, at the end, and only creating more confusion. And then my ya call etia a training, the Yakaki moon said, a good way you say. And then I don't and Mariano, so on the school, no, as a subi, a small piece of cloth. And I could classroom one more. Or they are set na kunya so not so and they be able say or sati biam and the one baba o dia go na kwako bon hey o be hu say enenu ade we visible e kire say you need normal times and you kura na ya na among said of they are not of themselves in sa do be ade what ba bi ko so amunti ina bibisa ashekidie say ya let us say identify send our konya no so kura obi ntanisa meka because what the can hear him say that here I say I need to know ourselves a bad day e dia mind sounds na if you urban area life no and to say kura say o kwa fitire no na bia no abonten it flatting it you know and you must have no entini jeli enti e bema ene oba and I'm the classy. No matter more movements. Because a bar a natural idea. Obey a beba. And no one can't say open sa. If you want Bamano, and you say you are over teaching. No one can say, hey, I have no, young Casasa. A shared responsibility. See, I can't say, oh, you're separating. We don't talk about we don't talk about we with the amano, not sharing the baby, as well, also your area. Let us say amicably, everywhere, if you are in this way. There is a miss out of the media, and you will be a cheap, only cover some outfit. Now we are going to the other one, have a over the city. Oh, you don't have a I said, that's no sense. Yeah. Now, over scripture, no? Okay. The same Leviticus 15, you know. Okay. 19 to 24. Okay, right. I mean, the 25, they are 28. I think this is also here. We are what kind of food me to now. Okay. Leviticus chapter 15 now, no. Yeah, can I see verse number 25 for now? Now, number 25, and the TFR 7 will say, unstable menstrual cycles. Unstable menstrual cycles. I say, and if a woman have an issue of her blood many days out of the time of her separation, or if it run beyond the time of her separation, all the days of the issue of her uncleanness shall be as the days of her separation. She shall be unclean. Every bed whereon she lieth, or every bed whereon she lieth, all the days of her issue shall be unto her as the bed of her separation, and whosoever
she sitteth upon, and whatsoever she sitteth upon shall be unclean, as the uncleanness of her separation. And whosoever toucheth those things shall be unclean, and shall wash her clothes, and shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. 28. But if she be cleansed of her issue, then she shall number to herself 7 days, and after that she shall be clean.
Let us see. Overcarry pamphlet with the laws of Yah pertaining to menstruation.
Okay.
This means ADABC.
Okay. The laws of Yah pertaining to menstruation by Yonina be Israel. Okay.
Back Israel.
Okay. Maybe I'm making and I'm making. I say this means you are forbidden from touching or making physical contact with anyone other than a medical attendant.
Because the same Leviticus 15.
Okay.
What can you say? And it means he said, can be trust me.
Okay, I see. Neither are you to cook or even enter a food preparation area. In addition, understanding proper hygiene is of the utmost importance during your monthly cycle of menstruation. To lessen the possibility of infection. To lessen the possibility of infection, you should only use 100% cotton on sanitary pads. Moreover, any clothes worn or bed lining used during menstruation must be washed or dry cleaned before they can be worn again or used after your menses. To avoid possible complications due to lowered body temperature from blood loss and open pores, making one more prone to illness and infection, there should be no showering, tub bathing, or washing of the hair during the cycle.
Period Musa, and I'm saying we lose blood. The skin process is more big. It is also I could get somewhere we say on a normal day you get one. Any infection rather no limited a to the last day. And when I be to my now because we not that's about the normal times. But yes, I have one who goes to first day, second day, now quack shower. And maybe a way, sir. We be here and a bounce. It is uncle who be in the trust.
To avoid possible complications due to lowered body temperature from blood loss and open pores, making one more prone to illness and infection, there should be no showering, tub bathing, or washing of the hair during the cycle. Finally, on your 7th day, approaching evening sunset, shampoo your hair and have a complete tub bath or shower before the setting of the sun. Thereafter, you may return to your regular responsibilities without further restrictions.
Let us see. Intina de Rebecca and the Afasa and Moray, any Sunday, letting me a disso whilst we are in the urban areas. Because Titi Diana, or quite a separate two, I will say, but in the urban life, and Tissa, amicable responsibility between the sexes. So, Mamma Waya, Oniniku, we are adolescent a year, members of the family, and in the veterancy, we are trained to meet me away, and they went to me. And in the bit me, I might do, sir, and she says, so. If you know about your second one here, Leviticus 12, 1 to 4, and also about who we are. senior obe purify no ho na be what nya the health back
okay say ka we can footnote
Yanko 12 1 to 4 because me di baby na kwa kubam.
Okay, Leviticus chapter 12 1 to 4. Laws of purification and motherhood. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a woman have conceived seed and born a man child, then she shall be unclean 7 days, according to the days of the separation for her infirmity shall she be unclean. And in the 8th day, the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised. 4. And she shall then continue in the blood of her purifying 33 days. She shall touch no hallowed thing, nor come into a sanctuary until the days of her purifying be fulfilled.
Now,
so it's up to 4.
1 to 4. Until the temple said, Oba ya, it is same the menstrual period. 1 week, or Babema separation number 1 week until 8 days. Or Bema, a honor, you can treat ya. Nature say, ya tuni din, ya money din, nature say. After that, they circle back to separation for 33 days. In the Baba separation here 40 days. Baba 2 weeks separation. So the 30 years now in 1 week. The original home 2 weeks. The next was I add 66 days. At the account. It is Baba Mamino ever rested for 40 days. Baba also rested for 80 days. If you say the entire Oba didn't live the entire Baba Aquano Baba Mini no also about the year about time that Oba go through you say any awo. If you hear myself the reproductive organs, you know, it means mature. Oh, can I say, and into a junior barn. If you could also a young mercy between the Adina home. Many women in the world who call hospital, all lectures, you are discharged, you so bad the damn panel. And the adequate rest then, all my life, you make me a design in any age. A class in there, so in Sugar, over transfer, so it will be have now could say, every I can say, as I sit in here, took me baby, now I'm poor baby in train. And into Ama after birth delivery, the health implications will be a bread and bar. Because when about the baby, Sanya. Oba no betumi agena home after delivery because oba body no for pregnancy, delivery and back to pregnancy. And then we are a period about yes na we also see that them ready for more action. That is no aba. That's no Oba we are say no. Oba that start about one dey do it him say it's maybe the theory of menopause. And menopause nso de the company so ware no won temo e be do baby no na wo ho ai dey am and I am registered in the minds. Back to mu so oba this system no avele na MBA ku abedan yam oba ba lecture or the because you call training more. And now man will be to be 150 years Africa or Baba in the first born. Now the Otraso, not the Otraso. That's why we be 150 or 113. Almost 1 minute. As 1 minute still only time menopause has been anyhow. And the real modern girl would be say period abet me a wo 17 and 24 and to pa ho na deport ya e je say one message bus and your kwan bia so no e le yi ban e na about him na you na this is a dia na je say ba to ya see o na je say wa kwa no but sa sisi no any bi so ba be carry embryo and yan hwe na ni emrano a oba abia de ma ye so because I know ana be me who say laws no dey am no the laws of life ye be ko ye ni mo ye be ko ye chi ni nyira ni say ye di emro so especially ye wo urban area e bi ani enim say sa de na nyina go na ela no ya say me eka asesudi a ema ye Israel ma a ya be pie ha enti se ema no ye ni pesu a ya twera me hu se ye ye enti se ye ni ye dia eno aso na Bible mu fo no ye enti ho anu ne Bible mu fo no
ofa ye nya
de wa no ase
ofa ye so abusia na eda wa no ase ofa abisa question e de yi asem no ano se ene na hwana no ene Bible mu fo no na kisa akosi se pe yen akanne mamra Ghana ha de ni ye ne bebre ni ade ye no so no abede de otu ni ma te sana yen ya nana ye nana no ma na otu ni ma na namu ama eye born within ye pie ana Bible no kra no obruni enfambre ya na ni ensem no na ofa we ni ye practice ana yen so ni enim kra se sai otu ni sisi ba kwa enim kra se sai se tru ni eno na nne ofa ebie so ede amaye no ye ko ye social platform ne so na ya hwese messages kakra aba na ye kenkan ede ama abusia for instance o mo ane o mo edi juma we enti yentumi enyi o mu sa ane aha enti ye hwe messages kakra. Okay, we say hi, please, my name is Isaac Osei. I'm watching live from Ashanti Achim Juansa. This man is very intelligent. May God bless him. You what say? I say, we say, please. What? Please, I am watching you live from Incline Krum. My name is Aite Powers. Your program is fantastic, but my problem is you. Why are you reading the Bible in English? Okay, or the me offer. I say other than making kind show no ever brofum. Anything coming yo or the ate was seven. Good afternoon, Fred. Okpo. But I didn't say my money ya fache me what Fred. Okpoi Gono. Tessie. If we should go with today's topic, then majority of us will never be clean and and will also affect our finances because it's a taboo. Reason being that a lot of food vendors though menstruating but cook and sell what we do. Please answer. Fellow Ghanaians, as a good afternoon, fellow Ghanaians. This is Fred Spinkers. How are we able to change the minds of Ghanaians, and for that matter, Africa? Because if few persons change their minds, the problem still remains with the larger number. Thank you. Okay, yeah, say Fred. Any contribution, nice one. Shalom, shalom. A very big thanks for the teachings. My greetings to all Hebrew family. Let's all come together and do it because it's possible. From Sofumame Swag. I greet you all, Mama Africa. Okay. Mame, Andra MC Shia, Yate, Ukrano, Yatipa, and Ebusiafonus Ati. Shalom Haleikum. Shalom Haleikim, Hebrew Israelites. With all due respect to all the new listeners of this truth, please don't be anxious when it comes to religious or church matters. Nkrumah is lacing his boots as well. The one he I said the one he watched over Israel, he showed you for us everlasting. Yao Amache Tema Newton. Okay, Yao Amache, yo, yate. When they were factory, I'm about to say good afternoon. Yo, Yanso Yati, good afternoon. I was young, so I try your own Abba, na your bar, near call Israel or not, near or no, or their mind.
Business General Abatown Eyeniko Multimedia Self-pay video editing, photo shoot, photo editing, documentary, business advert, music video, funeral program, birthday parties, onua uni haukra. Esan say Niko Multimedia ebeye ni nyina. Nesu yenwie yo. So we are wedding papa bi. Niko Multimedia si enha ho kra. Ome cover ni nyina ma. So we are sorry. Anasu say we are edwumakuo bi a opesa u streaming live u program. Aye social media handles na. Aye Twitter, Facebook and the keka ho na. Niko Multimedia si woni how. Esan so mo ye ni nyina live abra program na ekoso. Niko Multimedia si omotonton gadget aye media gadget papa. Ebini aye audio and video equipment, cameras, speakers, microphones, mixers. Nyina Niko Multimedia aye ho adwuma. Niko Multimedia ewo Koforidia eho ana motare. Betimi afre Niko Multimedia ewo 0244549107. Aye Niko Multimedia, the media general our town. Thank you.
Amuna oba ye krum se oba betray yanasu etre no toni ba etre no dia sanse awan
South Africa aye Royal Television so sad media ye onim se kwesiada premoto a ahaya e na obenya media ni wahwe na edu so na we ufidi ni fia na kese wa ye ho paisan sa ha tasinyansa fanyansa adinyansa usuanyansa e wa ha nimdie pa na kese mu aha nya obeti nya obenya wa ha no uko school dem a acho wunya ani ha de university mu kinkon ana ye de enyema no ebro history pa de aha na history pa history dia ese se wo to ayo ka okudi ankranfo na ankranfo nyina yehiem wo ka okudi open history ne abrim ko mu a ba cho huluma wo ha kwes me nda bia dua by 12 no na ka okudi enya asem ketwa history no benya na kese enu ti bomode na bra na woni ye mesia na oba wa be hu bi se Israel ha wa benya ediko wa beto kuminum na ye nyina ye gum wo ho ni ye gira ye papa na ase na papa e de ye mfa nkyere tirim da beka ho na djumadie no entimi enkoso na nyefe fe eye on the 15 enu de eye full school see ya say every month bia no ye school at the man leadership I work with the man ni munyina o temenka e bia na free the man no nka ho na so pese usua bia obaden na tu ana mo na bra oba ye no bisua bia na won so djumadie no etimi anya no pambe so ama ugina watimi akyerɛkyerɛ okay ya kwa Israel ho na fe ye ho no ye dia so Israel samu akwa abia
no so komi
didi se bibia e boko
bibia e fine
hodin
abado
endra obomi nkomo bi eye shalom many adin isan say papa olumaya ma sese no ya bra bo na ye bo no sese ye makura no hwe anunyama
no ko
what set you continue abontin so the whole spas suppose school no top student obi antumi no ni nyina eye papa entity a odi asew mu ama wo so watimi transfer bi ama abofra no mende both anyasa academia nko in terms of na brabo social life no che say yes we dance enunti ne ka say why ade isan so papa de ma wo na wantimi amfa amba sha ban fan kenne say no nyam sin wa say nyina no nyam ha enunti to aso
ida fe ene odmai odi okọ emalai
yeah they will be man yes
obi etre TV ho ogata yele fe to untu na me no obi TV ho
yeah sure
ebe le fe wa hwe Ito ko je ko ni fuka no.
Message no de buy no. She say na check na. And na get Ghana for you na ni na. Aho tire. Because I never we at I be our for it. Hey. Just say ni no. Ni. And I never papa say ye hwe na ye ye ni.
Okasa o. Na nti ache, medina ti ache.
Yeah, sure.
Oya mboko nsema kansa mpa. Asem say spiritual matter.
Oh yeah, of course. Na se nyame na aka wo.
Spiritual matter.
Nyame asem.
The new Africa no. You know as a way of life. And so on to the Penibiano, I said them mosque. No?
We do that.
This is spiritual issues are lifestyle now. Otono basa boko enti obi odin le pa no oyedos ade aso kan se ya no se obi tie social emema no tase omo di adwuma tase omo di adwene eto ho a omo tumi di
of course
no se no kasa se oye unclean na oye di ana awetire pa oye unclean person on pabo crampono ana enta hete
yes enta yo nyankopon tie oye unclean ntie be de na nyame oso ni unclean person bi angelo
anunti ana ya help them because akasefo no thank you oba na duane mo no ohe esa be demu a ya ma na twa ho ahia uma so na sane ni oba oh here no ba so aso no na nya collect
ya ga so no ba o say we do good what the bomb fact o dey say we asem no senate na wesi so
oh here sibio no di asa mama kan hoshia ya sormi so disi ya ba ya ka say man yo baby the son say omo iwe omo play
omo jumadie
good ebe tí wọ́n yẹ sáà ọ̀hìn no ọ̀nà túmọ̀ ibi nànàm ọ̀tí akọ̀yẹ́ ní so ẹ̀yẹ power it is different from community no
community ní ti
yes ẹni ti sáà sínú àwọn yẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà sọ̀rọ̀ ní à bẹ́ẹ̀ máa ó dẹ́ busua no ó yẹ special ó náà kọ́ ìfúnni bẹ́ẹ̀ di ó náà kọ́ wẹ̀yẹrẹ yẹ wẹ̀yẹ lẹ́fẹ̀ wọ́ èyí fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ yàrá bẹ́ẹ̀ma na yẹ́hẹ́ no ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀yàlẹ́ ní ọ̀yàlẹ́ ó náà hwẹ́ fìí ẹ̀mí tí no ó bọ́ mpáyà ọ̀sẹ̀ hẹ́tì ó ní mu a ẹ̀yẹ problem ọ̀fẹ́ àwọn nsúnyà sẹ ọ̀yẹ́ mẹsítẹ̀tì a sọ ma pẹ́ kan no ẹ̀yẹ ní girigiri bi mẹ ní yẹ sẹ ẹ̀yẹ ọ̀nù a ẹ̀yẹ ọ̀bọ adìẹ na ọ̀dẹ máa no ntì no torobọ ase yẹn ní bọ̀kọ̀ nafa kyerɛkyerɛ no yẹn ní bi yẹ way of life ada romanti nti no ebi wɔ mu a ɔbaa no wɔ wo dan o ma nkyɛn na ho ɔde aba
spiritual
yes
of course
ama do 2 o'clock midnight no sɛ meyɛ bɛ mpa aba a ɛkɔtene nkɔpɛ dwo nso a yima no na aba hete panyan saa sɛ wote so ne mu a sɛ bia woahwɛ ni wote so ne mu a na mmɔ yere fa kan ɔsɛ fa mpa no o de nkama yɛ fa nka ɔmfa ɔba mu na fa mum mpa nyɛ na to ayɛ ɔde bere ya gbe
ɔba ne wɔ edisa bi no ɔmo ya ɔmo nya nya ɔmo tɛ so nya ba bi a so nya ba bi
mpa nya ba na to o to ma no am na una afa eba sa ọkọpẹ nse na dress eyi na ọbẹbẹ na kutu mọkọ ẹyà sanwó a very important afa ehia awa Africa pao
Nina come.
o de ababa ba yi ti o de won tuma se yi wa bottom 100% ewie ehia ahoche ahopa ofa ana one more thing as efunu ene guys no the man no o na di funu ho
Yeah, no there.
e kwa yie na o ko ho ne zan ho sa e sa efe
Then you get the pa.
yes aba no be one mo aya na wa buaye
Said was as you
wa buaye yeah no for kwa yie o se go e ko tona be ne ntwa kakra o sa dai o se body no the whole scent no the man you unholy ko bia ko pin de no funu so o me ko ye te yemi no ene baaye o boy nsawa o se e funu no e ye obi suoni se ho twetwe pa dia
se o papa o mama
no
men se o
men enti no se obi nya kakaka se no ho a ana yo bi na yo
true enti na on yulu ma ma bro
kana shiba kuma kida na hinde mege signa no na ye King Solomon
of course
so ko seeki wisdom
and knowledge
and understanding no boa
sa pepe
into penfo say oni pania
due
eyo
semato
na yo ko ku me fa ha me you see follow
pepe
is that what say shemai
yeah
tie I say okay very important obi we nanim we yere for you fufu ram ram abetie ram to dia to tafo nsa ho na don ko de uni da dia waye very a problem I know ofa
kula wasi dema no
shoko me hene
na u
shoko me hene life and say to me no ofum na to me kono to him be careful na bia no ba ma na ye na bia no ma no of trouble on you kwampa if you get back to kwampa oko dwale ko so obi chen nsem and ho fi we na me ka tell say you know osumo a you so yakopon afana boni kifenity ba obi say question say adentina me ka say abefo kan kilo peleta no say na you know yakopon dada na hianum ne so abosom
sure
and then about
and abusia sima Israel Yahwa abenu Yahwa we are Hebrew kasa
jina kankan you know say the whole Ghana Sunday program hot am for pa program we say live program
live
yes
live
yes into no mama for me I say bo focus no e no ntumi nkakra therefore beka bube na so ba sa na omo me local people no ne ha wo mo nti se okay kan bo funa na ya blend no na omo me Ghana no so achi nti se bi se question bi sa
so bi se adana kan no Bible no ne akenkan se kan do fo na eno ne se enye yankwa outsiders enye Ghana fo nkwa na ehwe ba program no kra ne ye ni nyina mu no ne fa kese ni ye na otwi mu papa chechiri bia Israel chechiri bia mu otwi mu ana kenkan ne bi wo ha na se ankofo ehwe no so tibi se nsem bi koso anu nti na ma eba ne sa nti no de adabraka monto mo ase
my me kunu
okay
tie na manfo ehun se nyamsom enye asore omo chese yo ye bi ba na ye na to church Islam church mosque tin say enu nyamsom no it was kwampa na wakọ asore oye Christian ohe kwampa na wakọ mosque when say ehona nyamsom no ehona wo nana no yeah nyamsom no eye day to day activities na wo ye no na wo som onyankopon na na tene pa o adeɛ na yɛyɛ no yɛn kyerɛ seɛ ebi se nkwa sɔre o nti o sun nyame
o ka sɔ nkwa sɔre bro mi
sɛ
o mi de mi nkwa sɔre bro se enti o nim nyame o sun nyame
hwɛ fɛsɛ no na sɛ ɔhene ɔba adwa mu a sɛ na woka no ɛnsɛ mmarima nkɔ na twɛ ne ho ahyia na ɔhema no asi nkyɛn ɔmboa good na ɔmo nim deɛ na ɔmo yɛ na ɔhene efura ntoma a na wɔgya fringes ɛwɔ ntoma no nkyiriiɛ no na fringes no bi egu ano adentura na beeni yamae na asɔre nyamae na Islam nyamae nti sɛ ɔhene ba a ɔhene sɛ ɛyɛ soronko ntoma no na nsinsan no ano no ɛwɔ hɔ sɛ na ɔba abere mu nti no adentu ɔhene de ne ɔhunu ana yɛyɛ ɛwɔ Leviticus ɛsɛ Numbers 15:37 yɛ mama kyerɛ de nti a abɔfra baeɛ a ɔmoka kyerɛ sɛ wɔn kɔkyerɛ Africanfoɔ no but God they know God already.
Numbers chapter 15.
Yes.
Verse
3-7.
Okay. Numbers chapter 15, 3-7. And will make an offering by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering, or a sacrifice in performing a vow, or in a free will offering, or in your solemn feast, to make a sweet savour unto the Lord, of the head or of the flock. Then shall he that offereth his offering unto the Lord bring a meat offering of a tenth.
Dabi.
Numbers chapter
15:37.
Good. Okay. Because we can't very fulfill. Numbers chapter 15, verse 37. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generation, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Enti dintia na ahemfo mo Ghana hanom na ahemfo kwampo okola Nigeria sa na Nigeria na omta ye opani bi do front bia na ojeja anu sansa no na monka le twere mati anu sansa mwa na omagya e kire se royalty Yankopɔn no waka ato hɔ no mo.
We say omawu
to so yes.
Enye say
enti no yakasi na musumu a enye hallelujah Yesu dame hallelujah Yesu dame baba dabi. Ya musumu no a way of life.
On ta the same
yes.
We did dem
enti no adenti na otumfo pia na ho na chiri yenu a na ni na no fringes ntoma no ani na fringes na a way of life away won da
sir ano na yakin kan
ana aba domu
sir
ana yawo bayire afahye
sir
ana ogunfo no omoye okwa afumu a so bayire ba so me kwa infian sana ohele
asase
yo
ya sir pepe
deni na yo asore ma yo Islam ama yo zuro ye ana so ye intiri se udua obrukura mpa unika ntwabi ye udi beba himfian sana ohele aye mpa egu so to bi ele na obi adibi afa no ho thank you ana kwa na dia me ye it is all kase arusunsun dia why mistake say a part of the Bible
sir
yanko Leviticus 23 verse 9 to 11.
Okay, Leviticus chapter 23.
Don't you can Israel no
verse 9.
Let's hear
me too,
after me say after the 70 ɛna efiri hɔ nom a ebi pii ha sei nti na yɛ Nyankopɔn asomfoɔ na enim ha o nti kwanti na ba ya na ebi pii ha sei ti yɛ ba no ebi de Nyankopɔn pɛ sɛ yɛ ni nya no yɛ de ba ai
sɛ ayɛ yabrabo
sa
ɛna no yɛ de sum nyame yabrabo no yɛ de sum nyame
nti ka sɛ Israel a wo ameka sesa no wo na yɛ Israel no ti nkrafo ka sɛ here nkrafo no yɛ fi Israel ebi pii Nigeria ebi pii ha sei akanfoɔ saa ehwɛ akwapem a ɔmo wɔ fɛhyɛ mu de ɔfɔ odwira ne kuro bi mekɔfɛ bi ɛhɔ na obiara bɛkɔ ne kurom na akɔhoro waka yɛ cleansing na ɛmmoa bi a na wɔde abɔ community no ɛpad na yɛde kuro na akugya mekɔhwɛ bi ɛbi so no
ɔmo sɛ abosonsom akristo sɛ
ɛne ɔmo kuni ne ɔmo hwɛ broni baayɛ no na ɔmo de yɛ broni baayɛ no ne kɔn mu na ɔmo bi nti ne bɛtɛ sɛ de yɛ no ɛresonsom bia ɔmo ka kora to sɛ ɔwɔne fura ya na ɔkɔ te aduro na ɔkɔ sakura mpa a asa no kwampo no ɛresonsom ɛna ɛsɛ yɛnyɛ aso ɛde ma broni wɔka gu mu eti asɛm wɔ sɛ na tirimantua eti no efi yɛ deɛ a kɔ hospital na ha ba deɛ menkɔ.
ɛmi sɛ no was the issue a Pentecost to break it out per history a mete yɛ Pentecost fee apostolic no ɔsɔfo ɛyɛ apostle ɔmo founder no Makion yare born ɛna sɛ ɔkɔpɛ duro
ɔkɔfɔ deɛ o
asɛm na american ɛna
ne history paa
sɛ pɛgifɔ sɛ dabi ntimi ɛsɛ yɛbɔ mpayɛ yɛyɛ mpayɛ na yɛde sɛ yareɛ ɛna ɔsɛ dabi o mebɛdi wagye awu obɛni mati ɛna ɔkɔpɛ duro neɛ sɛ ei wakɔpɛ duro deɛ neɛ ɛnti kɔkɔfɔ bi a ɛhɔ na ɛhyɛ aseɛ ɛdamreku deɛ ɛti ɛdamreku Pentecost mu ne papa ɛfɛ no fimreku ɔyɛ no yɛ difo kɛseɛ ba ɔpɛ
ɔfiri koraa ɛna kuro ɔpɛ firi
ɔmo na ɔmo gyinaeɛ ɛne Makion nom ɛna ɛmma bi a na ɛkeka ho a ɔmo nso sɔ ɔmo a na ɛsɛ de di mu a na afei Pentecost bɛyɛ Pentecost gyinaeɛ
ɔfa asɔre ankɔ bi o wankɔ asɔre bi hwɛ ɔfa wofra ntoma papa bi wakɔ asɔre mu no
ɛsɛ ɔbɔ si ɛno na mmeranteɛ no ano a yɛsɛ ɔmo hyɛ mmeranteɛ no sɛ yɛsɛ mmeranteɛ no sesa because the consciousness ne ba no yɛsɛ ada African way no yɛsɛ mmeranteɛ no sɛ deɛ ɔfa ɛyɛ sɛ ɔbɔ si ka
ne na obi front ma ba na ne ho yɛ hia that day no sɛ mpɔkɔtɛ si bɛn pama na fi adɛm hɔ no mo ɔfa ɛkɔpɔ fa mɔ nkyɛn na ne nim nti ɔhu sɛ obi da bi bɛyɛ afɛto kai abosonsomfoɔ no baako na ba no afa ɔhene bi ɔno mɔ di Kumasi Chapatwe
how was his suit?
Yes afa na yɛ asɔre mu asɔfo ɔhene gya wɔ hɔ de pie kɔ abɔnten ɔtapatire na ne nom ɔnyina nim na ne nom ɔmɛhyɛ yɛ amɛhyɛ yɛ anka ɔhene no bi afa yɛka toa bio mu sɛ ahemfa abosonsomfoɔ that time no ɛka kyɛ bi sɛ ahemfo a abosonsomfoɔ nti yɛhu ɔmo a ho sɛ bɛnsɛm agent hɔ ne wɔ mo nti sɛ ɔhene ba so no sɛ fantoma agent na agona ba no ɔwɔ sɛ ɔkɔkɔdɛ wɔ bi ɛdin ɛfa ɛdin ɛdin wase ɛsan sɛ mekɔ m'akyi a ho kɔtrase bi sɛ no yale ɛya adwene yale ɛya hwɛ sɛ Bible school a wɔgana ha nyinaa no 80% of them nso mo kan na yɛ asɛm a broni dɛm ɔmo sɛ ɔmfa ntia Africans hwɛ asafo no suit ɔmo hyɛ you look like a white man It is a Burma. That's why I'm listening to be. That's a old sister for friend to my so I'm going to do it from. That's all I get. I am very area. Come on. It's no idea. Not yet. African family here. Idea a friend can say. Obi adome fu. Na fine na bani bi abano. Ese ye fe nfa koma nana. Na he ente ho. Asan betima den ADB. Yenkan. Sana ba mo. Le mo. Se asafu no kwa so mo se ya bososo. Yeah. Ah nti ye na no o mba no ya dwene backwards efi no kopo ho. Maybe. Leviticus chapter 23 verse. Sorry, I have for the moment. Let our Bible move. Oh, I'm functioning. Leviticus chapter 23. Yes, I said verse 9. I say, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye be come into the land, which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sieve of the first fruit of your harvest unto the priest. Let's say I am full. Do not go back to Miliano. Sir, and the Lam son of Lams I do the drop. The number you do. I don't believe in no. I remember the car. No, no, Cassa. Mama had what it. No, no, so there's a mamma. And then go to go. Let me hear what you are. Yes. It says of a Cassandri. Say, a command. So, who you are not a man, a more country, maybe. I'm calling, let me check me, let me try you. You see? Oh, now I'm cooking almost because in the Bible, oh, no, yes, one. Yes, Mama no be yaka. I will never take over. Now say, what me you know about the media? I say careful. Where Tiani mama ate. Can tell me? You never check. You know baby. Okay. I bet you imagine. It's answer. I said by no. I bet Daniel give me the any Islam. Can be. I give me the no man go pursue me. Ya trouble. Okay. Speech delivered by King Leopold II to the missionaries journeying to the Congo, 1883. 1883. Reverend fathers and dear compatriots, the task asked of you to accomplish is very delicate and demands much tact and diplomacy. Fathers, you are going to preach the gospel. But your preaching must be inspired by first the interest of the Belgian government. What? Interest first of the Belgian government states. Inti moko na yese moko Kenya mi bio. Mo sise mo bia mko ka bia na yese mo dwen Belgium. Na hinni oman ni ombenya afi be bia moko na ya mo ndwen ho. Okay, yet also. I say the main goal of your mission in the Congo is not to teach the African Negro the knowledge of God. Because they already know him. They talk and commit themselves to their God. They know that killing and stealing, adultery and blasphemy are not good. Let's have the courage to admit this fact. So you won't teach them the things they already know. That's it. You mean that? Also, Africa for Niame, yes, or Muye. It's Mamma Cotam, your Munim Dada. That's a waste of time. Name of Mukwa, and not to us. I say, your role essentially will be to
easily facilitate the task of the administrative and industrial personnel. That is to say, you will interpret the gospel in the way to protect and serve the interests of Belgium.
That's it. Hana Sabono.
So now, Mukote, Yanisuna Mokoteno, and young Kote Yamio, maybe you know, Mukote, Sama, Abema, Belgium, and then Munyam. And no benefits. I don't know, I say, instead of money for. Sir, it's your fault go to Ghana. All the episode in here now for heavy. No, the other can you was as you Sukana or don't go heavy. I said, I've been sex can you go heavy. I'm not trust about the I'm not trust about the name. Yankin kind. And I'm not beginning to not be here. And I'm if you look at Korea, I said we move. Okay. To do so, you will see that our savages be not interested in the riches that their soil possesses, in order that they not want them. Thus, they be not involved in murderous competition with us and dream to live luxurious life.
What's it?
Hey, go for it.
Baby, I don't see, sure. Good man for more than I say. 80% about for the gold. When I'm back to your dream, care up our poor and took out for sprinters. Big bishops in Nano about for the young qua. Trial, bringing or shares 90% to him, gonna black man or 10 pay. Bringing. I don't know. You do trust your way.
Sure, I see. Your knowledge of the scriptures will help us to use special texts that recommend the infidels to love poverty.
Here are for infidels.
Yes. I see Munyan in such a way that the infidels are yellow, the bed door here.
Abem.
Yes, I want you to think of Mama clear.
So many
I wouldn't go in the home person that I saw it. I'm a day pretty better than the poor.
Allow to be a fellow. Kobe, Obino, Obaming, Okasabia, Okasetia Sobe, suffering the food. The whole dollar you feel now, every Zemo. Okay. Also, religion, Namely Bihia. And the no be all come on. Yes. Africa, Namely Bihia. Because we beer, of our beer, but the year 2000, they say, a beautiful Sura Eba. And the Queen Magazine, Scriptural, I don't know, beer the myself and say, on the border back, the communal. And a border, then I write to you. What is that for? What is that for? What is that for? I was there. My parents on top of the bar was suffering feel. Oh, you know, what I will walk, but do we here? That's a booby back 2000 no more. Or I saw them all. Yes, I say the knowledge of the scriptures will help us to use special texts. That day. I'm going to tell you cash and my time and go for it. A dance in some now. Okay, when I'm back. I'm back. Go as one in you. That's it. That day, no, I saw for the bear bottle. Another party, I'm a chat. I don't know. Look at magazine. What are the sorry? I will wholesome, you know, and yeah, who will be a better man? Papa will say, I can that's your way. Upon several fact, the Parliament upon the body we Africa for your how we are joining. the Bible.
But your knowledge of the scriptures.
So not Amama for the other the potential cry, which you know, I have argued for a word also. And see, your my will accommodate.
Yes,
yeah, okay, do I will be yet, not follow, not the same man.
Yo,
yeah, not the idea, I made the best with the ceremony. And then we, and they said, look at Papa. Entry letter Emma amount in Emma for me about Tennessee. Then I saw it. Sit down and was your better than
yo.
The best issue will be asked, it will be under any Yako, it will be Emma. The water went to that. Then the weather, set some actuality. And then I said, you will know where you feel like a pie. The minimum sorry, the best is a vineyard to the Macquarie that until I want to tell you the Yabos and the Voka, whether we have to say. Yeah, so for the telephone, you pass on what the connection will be a Jenny.
Yo, I have a band Gentium now, Union so at me about the Merino is so far. Please, the majority of the audience have completed basic school, so the level of English you speak is understandable by all. There are millions of people in Ghana who can't speak. Hello, Udini Papa Alfred.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Of I can get it to me now.
Yanko, what did you say for you?
Yo, now, the making the cookie is no, mammy, the nephew. And I never to me, the name them for them, and then turn out it. No one can so argue with the catching there. I mean, the miniame. I get no catch up for another. Natural, your Bible means the miniame. So if you don't know that now, what the Bible do, argue my that you now work on them by with the Christian words, I will miniame. If you have never watched the number between Udua, what only Abosom, but I put an another way naturally, or in Amasun, I do not all collect. But if you took on them there, or Abosom soon also, you would want church and many women I don't have.
Yeah, that's it. I say, only one December.
Audio Jungle.
Also, and kids one yakes here, and I'm so